Aaron Wall.
I had a drummer for a long time, 3 or 4 years, and we finally kind of reached our end. So I have a new drummer. We got together right before COVID, so we're still kind of new, but he lives in New Braunfels, which is where Ripple Fest is.
Right, yeah. Roderick,
So
right?
we're a good 7 hours apart from each other. So I go down there some, he comes up here some. It's just nice to kind of have a spot to get away.
That's crazy,
So
man.
we don't get to, I mean, obviously we don't get to rehearse as much as we would like to, but we work it as hard as we can.
I completely understand your situation. My drummer lives 2 hours away from me, and that seems like a
Yeah.
long way. But when somebody lives 7 hours away and you guys are still making it work for music, I mean that speaks a lot to what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. I mean, we're just, like I said, it's not what we do. This is who we are, man.
Absolutely, man. I want to get into, you are like doing the whole thing. Red Bear Wall is basically all you, right? And then,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I play the drums and the guitars and do all the vocals and all the recording and mixing here at the crib. Only thing I don't do is the mastering.
I can relate to
But
that. I just did an album myself where I played all the instruments.
oh yeah, yeah, dude. It's kind of cool to do it that way, and like, I mean, you got total fucking control. Whether that's good or bad, I'm not sure, but I
Exactly,
don't have
right?
to, like, if I think it sounds good, I don't have to ask somebody. If it's good, I just move it on along.
I feel the same exact way. When I was doing it, it was cool that I didn't have to like compromise with anybody, but also it was a little bit boring, because
Yeah,
you don't have other people to. There's no energy. It's all you.
sure, sure. Yeah, like as far as that go, I mean, I just get so fucking like into it, man, and just so focused. And I think it's almost I'm a pretty solitary dude in general. I think it's good for me just not have to consult with somebody. Like I trust my creativity 100%, man. So, if it feels good, if it's telling me it's right, then I don't question it. I just move on to the next riff. You know what I mean? It's just,
Absolutely, man.
but it's just like that just came out of necessity for going back to where I live. There's nobody around me. I don't have a bunch of talented musicians to help me out around here. So I just, if it was going to get done, it's going to get done by me.
Yeah,
So
I feel that at least you have the wherewithal and the skill to do that for yourself.
sure. And like when I decided to do the first record, I had saved up a couple grand, 2 or 3 grand or whatever, and I was gonna go to the studio. But I thought, man, well, fuck it. I'm here out here by myself. I ain't got a whole lot else to do other than music, so I'll just invest in some decent recording equipment and just fucking learn how to do it.
That's how you did it. I was gonna ask you, man, if you had any background in audio
No,
engineering.
no, none. Just fucking trial and error. And luckily now we've got YouTube and all kinds of articles and shit. I basically just put myself through college without going to college.
No, hey man, and it sounds great, dude. I listened to your album. I was looking at your profile on Bandcamp, and some of your influences are like Nirvana and stuff. And it's funny because your music doesn't really sound like that, dude. Your music is very unique because your voice is like super unique, man. In some of those songs, man. So, what are some of your influences, like vocally?
Probably the top influence would probably be like Chino from the Deftones.
Right.
But I mean, it's just, I mean, like, I'm sure it's cliche, but I'm a 90s kid.
Oh, me
So I
too,
mean,
brother. Me too.
so I mean, it's just basically like everything I loved from the 90s just kind of thrown in there together.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
that's, I was a huge Pantera guy being from Texas,
Yep. Yep.
groove, that kind of shit. And just like like Phil, as far as screaming goes, and Chino, and, just nobody specifically that I pattern it after or whatever. But I just always liked I love 311. And so like I love like the singing of, I love how 311 sings and how they harmonize together, and how
Mhm.
how soaring and beautiful that is, and their melodies. I'm a huge melody guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I never could, I and I don't know. I just have to kind of do both. It just doesn't feel right unless I do both. Do both.
I get it, man, and it's very unique and it sets you apart.
Bone Church.
I'm hoping one day he just comes up here to the big city, but
Yeah, you got to bribe him.
yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
You got to figure out a way to get him there or frame him.
Just trap him here, man. Next time he comes, we'll just flatten all of his tires.
Make him believe he's got like a murder warrant out and he's got to like stay at your house or something, lay low for a couple of years.
I think if we could just find him a really nice piece up here, man, he'll be good. Dude.
You could work on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, your guys' album, the next album you put out after Bone Church, Acid Communion, man.
Yeah, that's the real full length.
Yeah, that's you feel like really represents you guys.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really. The only song we've been playing off the first EP is Crimson Crown, but I mean, obviously we'll go back and play the other ones eventually. But yeah, we're still, because we never got to really tour for Acid Communion. It came out March 13th, 2020. So it was like it's right the week it came out is the week COVID started. So we never got to have our album release show. We never got to last summer is really the first time we played those songs out for people.
Wow, that sucks, man. That's bad timing releasing it.
Yeah. So we're still that's our main set list now is just playing Acid Communion pretty much.
All the songs are sick, dude. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, man. Fucking Bone Church Blues is incredible, man. The first one, Heavy Heaven, the opening, the song is fucking great too. But you guys filmed a video for that. Did you who'd you work with on shooting that thing?
So that was filmed in the building in New Haven that we used to practice in, and we found this really cool. It was like we were told that it was a factory that processed uranium, like during World War II or some shit. So There's all these science type rooms that have they look like high school science labs.
Right.
Yeah, and but they're just abandoned. And in one of those rooms, there is a walk-in freezer, I guess. I don't know. It's super creepy, and it's in this shitty abandoned building. And we were like, this is perfect to film a video. So we filmed that, and that was filmed by our friend Jay, who is here. Just randomly, he happens to be here because he lives here. Say hi, Jay.
What's up?
What up, Jay?
That's Jay, and our other friends Ray and Tristan.
What's up, everybody?
So we had 3 different things going on, and then we got all the footage and then edited it together. It took me I don't know, 3 months to edit all that together. It sucked, but I'm glad. I think it came out good.
No, it looks really cool, man. When you guys are in that building, man, you got you set it up real nice in there with the lighting and everything.
Yeah, I did something really dumb when I set a candle. We a lot of the light, all the light in the room was from candles. Some of them were not real, some of them were real. And one of them that was real burned a hole through the back of my
your power
my power cable and my amp. We just weren't paying attention to all the fire.
Oh shit.
So that was very dumb. That was $100 mistake.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, that's we just filmed that. I can't even remember when that would have been. That would have October last year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
October 2 years ago, we filmed that.
So when you guys recorded this album, were you shopping it around the labels? How'd the whole process go when you started a relationship with Ripple Music?
Yeah, I mean, we reached out to a few labels, but Ripple was we had talked to them already a couple times. So I think it was we both knew that was going that direction. So that was really our focus.
Right.
Was to just get it on Ripple. And, I think everything worked out really well.
That's great. No, you're in good hands over there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we have Ripple Fest coming up.
Yes.
So that's that's big for us because that we had like definitely one of the best shows we've played ever.
Yeah.
The one we played last year, I would say. So we can't wait to get back down there.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. I hadn't listened to you guys before I saw you live, and just watching your show, just fucking, you gained me as a fan just by watching you guys.
Awesome.
Man. Yeah, it was a great show. You guys put on an awesome performance. Everybody was right on point.
Eric Calvert.
We just did the one. We did it with Fuzz Evil.
Yeah, dude, I love those guys, man. That's an Arizona band out here. That's a
they're great.
Great matchup, man.
Most of them.
So I was going over some of you guys' stuff, and I noticed that you've been on a couple of different labels, man. How many labels have you guys been on throughout your career?
Officially 3. We started out on Bilocation. They picked up the first album, put it out on vinyl. Then we moved over to Ripple. We did a CD reprint, a split, something else with them, and then we moved over to Cursed Tongue, who's actually who works with Ripple, so it worked out for that.
Were you guys on Cosmic Artifacts at one point?
Yeah, that's Bilocation.
Oh, okay.
Cosmic Artifacts, yeah. Cosmic Artifacts is the main, and then Bilocation is I guess it's just their distributor, maybe. I don't know if you heard that. That's on my phone. I think they're just the distributor. So yeah, it is Cosmic Artifact. So Cosmic Artifact, Ripple, and Cursed Tongue. Oh, and Hybrid Records. We're on Hybrid Records as well.
Wow, man.
So I guess that's 4.
You guys are covering all bases. How do you go about getting signed to multiple labels like that? Did they reach out to you? Is this something that you planned on doing? How does that play out?
They reached out to us for the most part. Bilocation came out to us when we did it was, I hate saying Battle of the Bands, but it kind of was. But it was an online from Heavy Planet in the Soda Shop. If people don't know, Heavy Planet and Soda Shop in the beginning of this were like the main situation. That's where you got a lot of your, besides stonerrock.com, those 2 sites, they gave a lot. And so somehow we got put in, we put out a demo, and somehow our demo got sent to it, and it got added in, and we placed second against King Giant, placed first.
Nice.
And then Bilocation hit us up and said that they wanted to put the album out. So we did that. We put it out, and then Todd hit me up randomly one night, and we just started talking. And I've had a friendship with Todd from Ripple for fucking years. Oh, I'm gonna cuss a lot. I'm sorry. I cuss. That's just it slips a lot. I'm sorry.
It's all right, brother. We're free
all right,
here.
Cool. Sometimes I gotta censor myself. I forget. And so I've known Todd for a long ass time, and we actually wrote a song together one drunken night. We went back and forth on something. I can't remember. I got it saved somewhere. And he just kept saying, soon I want to get you on Ripple. I want to get you on Ripple. I got to talk to Pope. And so he was talking to Pope. And I don't know if he was on it. And I don't know if Todd had to talk him into it. But I think he's happy because we're all like 3 really good friends. Of course with their wives too. I love all of them. And so yeah, it just became a tight little family, and that was like 2012.
So that must
2013.
How many bands were on Ripple at that point, man? Only a handful, huh?
Oh, dude, there's like, I'd say 5 or 6, because you had Poobah, you had the JTP Scare Band, Mothership just got signed, because we got signed to Ripple, I'd say 3 months after Mothership was. And then once we got signed, they just started signing a bunch. Yeah. When we got on it, we were early. We were early Ripple riders. And we'll always be a Ripple alumni. Anytime Todd wants to do something, I always told him, just hit me up and I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll make something for Ripple. Side project, main thing if he wants. We wanted this. We wanted our last album to go to Ripple, but it was just scheduling problems. We took so long writing this. Well, we took so long editing this album, I guess, because we wrote it like 3 fucking times.
So there's no
And
obligations for you to stick
no,
with a certain label. Gotcha.
no. The obligations you have is pretty much in a distribution side. Like you can't repress your album with another label unless that label has consent. So
Gotcha.
you have to be careful on that. Usually you don't sign yearly stuff like you used to, like we, back in the day. It's pretty much by contract, and you sit down with them and you talk to them what you want to control and what you want them to control, and sometimes they'll just come up to you with a package and say, this is what's going to be and this is how it's going to roll, and you're going to go, okay, cool, let's do this, or I'm going to find someone else. I mean, with the album, the last case, it wasn't trying to find somebody else against Ripple, because I fucking love Ripple.
Right.
It was just time. We wanted this album out, and our Death Hymns would have come out, I'd say roughly about now is when it would have came out instead of last year.
Yeah, it's been out for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been out since November. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I mean, I'll just say if we wanted vinyl, I had to do it now. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Because I knew vinyl, the factories were getting slowed down. You only have one worker there instead of two workers, because you have to go by spaces. Because of COVID, they can't stand next to each other. So you have almost half the amount of workers at a wax plant. So just if we wanted album now, we had to jump on it. And the first person I hit up was Cursed Tongue, because their family. Mm-hmm. And Neil's jumped on that in a heartbeat, and I love that dude. He's always wanted to put something out with us, so I hit him up.
John Rosales.
Yeah. Well, what's up, brother? You released your album, man, introducing Holy Dead Trio on September 17th, which, by the way, is my oldest daughter's birthday, my firstborn child. What a coincidence! Cool. Yeah, I love the synchronicity.
Jimi Hendrix died that was I think the next day or that night too, and War Pigs by Black Sabbath was released at the same time. So that's insane.
A lot of synchronicity.
Has a badass date.
So how has that been for you, man? Give us the scoop. What's it been like releasing this album on a label with Ripple Music, working with Blasco? Tell us about it.
Okay, so it has been a blessing and a nightmare at the same time. I feel like labeling ourselves as stoner rock might have been a mistake. I do like that crowd and that audience, and I think maybe that's why it got so much attention and was so unique, is because we're not a stoner rock band. We are a rock band. We're a rock and roll, heavy rock band, the same as Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, all that shit. We got number one on Doom charts.
Congrats.
A lot of people, thank you, man. A lot of people are sharing this. Dude, we got on some official playlists from Apple Music to Amazon to everything. And it's crazy because I've been sharing our Spotify stats, which showed that we had, almost 40,000 streams of this album for today. But the fucking iTunes stats are off the fucking chart in other countries. Today it was just like, you just hit 1,000 plays in Berlin, 1,000 plays in Croatia, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is listening to this album over there?
But and that's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with like the scene surrounding you. Doomed and Stoned, Doom charts, all that shit. They reach all those areas.
Yeah, and it's the playlist, man.
Yeah,
that's the shit. Someone looks up Doom and they find a playlist. For some reason, we're on official Doom playlist, which that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a curse and a blessing. I think we're more of a rock band, but I think the reason why the album is getting so much attention is because it's different. It's not just straight,
No, I've seen comments on your guys' social media saying this isn't even Doom or this isn't even Stoner, and it's like fuck off, dude.
That's why I replied. I was like, dude, that's why it's so impressive that we're on Doom charts #1. We're not even Doom.
Yeah.
But
I think stoner rock is just an umbrella for hard rock, man. It's just a better way of describing hard rock, because hard rock can get misconstrued with mainstream shit. I mean, they've called like Three Doors Down has been called hard rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
it is hard rock.
It's hard to fucking define yourself in such broad terms. And stoner rock is a more like when we talk about stoner rock, we know that we're not talking about shit that's on the radio, you know, but we're really just talking about hard rock, but it's underground hard rock. Stoner rock is just underground hard rock, and then it gets stonery. It gets really niche. You know, it can get really niche, but it's really just a broad umbrella for today's heavy underground rock music.
Yes, exactly. Heavy underground music. That's why when people, and I've talked to John Geese and other people, and Bucky Brown, they're like, it's the heavy underground charts. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Doom charts, you know, people think it's doom and they get the wrong impression, but it's the heavy underground charts. And over time, people will slowly start to understand that. It's just like, you know, these days with convenience and all that, people don't want to read the finer lines and just say doom, just saying doom. But it's heavy underground. Mm-hmm. And I think we've made an impact. And right now I'm ready for album 2. And that's what we are 100% ready to go. Tomorrow we have a rehearsal. We're going to get back in there into the studio. And I like that the band that we're working with right now, everybody is ready to get in there and fucking write and just try different ideas and record different ideas. And man, if you like the first album, the second album, it's just going to be an extension to that, but more curated to that heavy, fast. I don't want to say punk. When I say punk, people might think more like the Casualties, but it's not. The punk rock is just the fucking attitude and the lyrics that we put to it. But dude, album 2 is going to be the shit.
Kyle Eads.
To finish cap off this run of OFA, and we're real appreciative of that, man.
I could be more excited, man. I mean, I remember we were booked to play something. I think it was Outer Space Showcase together, and Old Fashioned Assassin bailed, and I thought that was peculiar, man. And I remember seeing you at the show that night, and you kind of let me know what was going on. And from that moment, I was like, man, that kind of sucks, man, because these guys just released a fucking album with Glory or Death. I mean, they got vinyl on the way. I still haven't even received your vinyl yet. You know?
Yeah, me either, man. Hopefully, the goal, hopefully, is that we'll have it by the show.
Yeah.
But that show is 2 weeks from Saturday, so who knows? Who knows what's going to pop up in the next couple of weeks?
Is there any?
I know there's a massive vinyl shortage.
Yeah.
Pretty much across the nation right now, so we're getting caught up in that shitstorm.
What's the last thing you heard about your vinyl?
Oh, what was that? Buddy hit me up a couple weeks ago. The last word we got was they were numbering the individual records. So he was asking me, because we got the Wax Mage also, and there would be 25 of those being made, and basically just asking how we wanted to number them, if we wanted to have the Wax Mage be their own thing, or if they're just bundled together with everything else. So I took that as a good sign. So they're getting somewhere with it.
Yeah, man. So it's like the vinyls haven't even been sent out yet, and the fucking front man left the band. I was like, damn, this sucks. Because Buddy's a good friend of mine, and I like everything Glory or Death Records is doing. And I was kind of like, well, you guys are a fixture in the Planet Mammoth series, obviously, because you're so involved in it. Not only involved in the scene, but just involved with the Planet Mammoth festival or party or whatever you want to call it. And that's kind of how we got this Glory or Death Records showcase, right? Because Planet Mammoth Volume 2 was postponed yet again.
Yeah, unfortunately we decided after the first one, after how successful it was, to just kind of ante up and put in pretty much everything that we could into this next one. And and the lineup of ASG and all that's pretty much been planned since the summer 2020.
Yeah, I was told. I heard ASG floating around for a long time,
and we were pretty bummed to have to push it back. But everyone in their camp was real cool. Eric, their booking agent, who we've been working with, he's very cool. Just he was one of the first people we hit up to say we're pushing it back, and he's very cool working with us. And basically all he said was just let us know the new dates, and we're down to rock and roll. So that, instilled a little confidence in the fact that we had to push it back. But yeah, so basically we just had too much financially on the line to risk losing that much, especially with, work for Chris and myself being so slow, picking up now post COVID, but we're pretty much the only financiers of the whole thing. So we got to be careful where our money's going, but yeah, so we'll see what happens in the next couple months, but I'm pretty confident we'll be able to pull it off, balls to the wall in next year.
Steve Colca.
So basically, yeah, our U-Haul or our van, the engine seized, and so it's completely dead.
Yeah.
And we ended up renting a U-Haul to go down to San Diego area because we had a show in San Diego, and my folks and some really good family friends live in Oceanside and Carlsbad.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, well, we have a day off. We have a show and a day off. We're like, we'll figure out if we can get a van to rent to finish off the tour. But like every single place was like, no, we won't do a one way. It has to be returned to California.
Wow.
So we're like, well, the only way that we can finish this tour off is using this U-Haul box truck. So, and we were like, well, we have what, seven days left, a week. Like, well, let's just fucking do it. So show must go on.
Huh. And you guys were taking turns riding in the back?
Yeah. We usually try to, but like a couple of us are like, man, if we do this, we got to leave at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, man, I'll sacrifice myself to the back just so we don't have to until like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it was a couple of those.
What was it like riding in the back of that U-Haul, man?
Bumpy, loud, and hot. Because I mean, like, it went out at the worst time because we were going through the desert back into Texas. So it was like right when it was starting to get warm out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got, like, once it hit about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, if you were back there, it started getting pretty hot. And then it was super bumpy.
That reminds me of that one skit on Jackass where they're all riding around in the back of the U-Haul on roller skates. That's hilarious.
Yeah, completely similar, minus the roller skates, but yeah.
Guys should have grabbed some roller skates, man. So we was stoked to play with you down in Bisbee. That was our first time down there. That's a really cool town, man.
Yeah, man, that town's got some crazy in it, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. Yeah, Sam of Void Vader and War Cloud, I guess him and his girlfriend stopped there on the way to come to Alex's wedding, and was telling me they stopped there too on the way, and yeah, they were just like, yeah, this sounds cool. I was like, yeah, man, it's like old town, really full of attractive women and old men.
Yeah, no doubt. That's exactly what it is. We got to get down there. No. Cool, man. So, were you guys touring an album? You just released your. You got a release in March, right?
No, actually. Well, we released that EP where we did the Cure cover, and then a song that we did during the Mors Aeterna sessions. We released that, I think, in 2020. I mean, during the pandemic, we recorded a have 2 albums completely done right now, and we're shopping labels at the moment to figure out where we're gonna land with that.
Where have you put out your previous stuff?
So we've been Morse Eterna. That was the only album we've put on the label, and we went through Argonato with that one.
Oh, cool.
Other than that, everything else we've done's been ourselves.
Got you. Cool, man. So, you guys are handling your own vinyl production and shit, then?
Yeah, we did that for Bizarre Tales, Chamber of Horrors. And then we did a tape CD release for the Hope TP. And then, Argonauta put out Morse Eterna. And then the 2-song EP we did after that, we put out ourselves on a 7-inch.
Killer. I got that, the fucking one with the girl on it. She's green and everything. And I can't, you just named it off. I'm blanking out right now. Oh, Bizarre Tales.
Yeah, that's old school one. That's like, that's probably about 9 years old now.
I picked that up when you guys came through Texarkana, man. I was just thinking about how many cool bands and people I've got to meet thanks to Josh Foster up there in Texarkana that booked all you guys.
Yeah, dude, that scene and vibe that Foster put together in that bar.
Yeah.
I get the name of the bar. What was it called again?
Fuck, I'm forgetting too. Silver Dollar.
Silver Dollar, yes. Yeah, that place was fucking awesome, man.
Dude, one night they had fucking Moss Generator and Mothership in that little fucking bar, man. It's just crazy. Yeah, Josh really curated a good scene of people there, man. We've all since become real good friends thanks to those shows, and the scene was so tight. So I owe a lot to him, man. He's a cool guy, man.
Yeah, I also remember you did sound for us at that barn show.
Remember? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they fucking wanted you to turn it down. It's like, well, I don't know, fucking.
We all turned everything down.
Yeah.
We're not used to this loud stuff.
Yeah.
Just deal with it, man.
Play some Skinner.
David Wilburn.
How have you been? I haven't seen you since Psycho Fest, man. How did you enjoy that?
Dude, it was insane, dude. Psycho was a trip to remember for sure.
It was great. I had a blast. Honestly, I really enjoyed the venue. Resorts World's a pretty cool place. And I had a lot of fun. I think that was like, I've been there 3 times, and this time was like the most homies I ever had there before, man. I felt like we were rolling deep out there.
Nice, yeah, dude. There was a lot of people that we were hanging out with, and it was kind of just a crazy situation altogether, but it was good to have each other and just partying hard,
Yeah, I know you got more behind the scenes than I did, man. Kind of helping out with Great Electric Quest and Glory or Death record stuff.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, I was filming their sets, so I was definitely there for all their sets, and in between all of that, I was able to catch some bands that I really wanted to. And then, I definitely heard a lot of behind the scenes stuff and just what goes on, for a big festival like that. It's a lot that goes on, man, and it's a lot of people that were there. So it's cool. Everything turned out pretty sick, and had a great time.
Yes, my wife and I, we had a blast, man. I had such a good time with Old Fashioned Assassin too, man. It was like such a great experience. I'm just now kind of bouncing back from everything.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a draining 3 days for sure, hanging out in Vegas, man.
Yeah, and I was there for Psycho Swim the Thursday, so.
Yeah, I caught you guys Thursday night. I saw you for a second.
Yeah, it was a long trip for sure. By the end, I was like so sore.
So what's going on over there in Oceanside, man?
We're chilling, man. I've just been working a lot and backed up with my magazine and everything. Right now, we're getting ready to print your shirts and getting some new orders in, so that's good. Staying just really busy. Honestly, it's a little much to handle with everything that I got going on, but you got to make it work.
For sure, man. I think that if you just keep pushing and keep showing up, man, that something comes out of that. And
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
we take on more than we could chew, but it's good to do that because that puts the pressure on you, man, so that you really
Yeah.
can achieve what you set out to do.
Yeah. And it's pushing your boundaries, and growing, pushing your potential, actually, in a sense, possibly reaching your potential that you didn't know you even had.
Right. Absolutely. So, do you put your magazine out physically?
So I started with a different brand. I first started out with Mind Flowers magazine.
Okay.
And so that one, I had a single issue released in August of 2019 with my own band, Red Wizard. Super easy to start up with, my own band covering content, and I already had a bunch of stuff going on with us. So it was perfect for us to use that as more media and content for ourselves. But it was fun, man. And that's the only issue that I've released physically. Since then, we've rebranded. Now we are Rome Drifter, and we're working on our second issue. Well, it's technically our first with Rome Drifter, but that one is going to be with Great Electric Quest. So we're going to have our first issue, Rome Drifter, with Great Electric Quest, and that should be, it's mostly finished, waiting on a few things. And, there's always that thing where there's always something else that you need, or something else that happens when you're just so close to finishing. So I'm at that point.
Right. How could people get a copy of this when it's ready?
So we're actually setting up an online store right now with merchandise. We have the t-shirt printing getting set up right now. And so we're setting up an online store, ready to launch that within the next month or so.
Killer, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, making moves, man.
Yeah, I always love having those kind of things. Like David Paul Seymour was putting out a series of they were just books of art. It looked like a comic book, but it was just page after page of his artwork. And I bought a few of those when they were coming out. I love to support that, and I love having that,
Yeah, it's cool. It's a different format, and it's kind of one of those lost things like vinyl. Like, magazines, I don't really feel like are that common in most people's lives these days. But when you have something that's really particular about what it's covering, and it does it in a good way, and getting that kind of stuff that the people who do support it would really want to know.
Well, it's definitely a throwback, but there's definitely a culture for that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There's a whole scene that enjoys that. Like here we got Zia Records.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 or 4 of them here in the valley, and they distribute these zines that are locally made, and they're really cool, man. It's all black and white stuff, and it's just article after article, mostly punk rock stuff.
Hey, that's sick.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Mike D.
How fun was that, dude?
It was so fucking fun, dude. I think Sean Wheeler, that guy, is going with Mario Lawley now, so I think Dry Heat was basically just Mario Lawley and the Snake Charmers, but with Sean Wheeler singing.
Right.
And Sean Wheeler's going around with them guys now, and I think they just combined it all into one. But no, I fucking loved being out there at Ripple Fest, dude, in Austin. It was so fun. Me and my wife had a blast, dude. Ryan Garney and his wife, man, and his brother, dude. Shout out to them for setting all that up and making it happen, dude.
Yeah, I tell you what, meeting you, I mean, I met you before at Ripple Fest 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you were there with your wife the second time around. It was a pleasure to meet you and your wife.
Yes, sir.
Well, meet your wife as well, but I'm just saying, I just dig your vibe, brother. I mean, that whole fucking scene that day or that whole weekend was just amazing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No, absolutely, man. It's like you start seeing the same faces after a few years, you know what I mean? And it really feels like a community. And I don't know how many other big festivals like that really have that sort of community.
There's not that many of them out there, I feel. I mean,
You're involved with the Maryland Doomfest, right?
Yes. That's one festival that comes to mind where it's just a family atmosphere, and I would love to get you guys involved with that, man. And I put your name in there, man. Who to Kill, Old Fashioned Assassin. Believe me, man.
Absolutely.
It's a special scene. It's just it's a family atmosphere every year, and every band that's there to play is greeted with just respect, and just it's a great scene to be involved with, man. And once you're involved, of course they invite you back, right?
Right.
Which is a beautiful thing, man. And I don't know. I'm rambling, of course.
Nah, man. No, it's cool. I like it. Fucking dude, have you ever heard of Muddy Roots Fest?
Hell yeah.
Down there in Tennessee, our boy Dan, our bass player for Who to Kill, he went down and played drums for like a fucking bluegrass band down there, dude. And he was telling me all about, yeah, man. So we're trying to get on Muddy Roots next year too. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Well, dude, you guys were at Psycho, man. How was that?
Let me tell you about
reverse
Psycho.
the interview onto your ass. Like, how was fucking Psycho Fest, brother?
Oh man, we walked 30 miles over the whole weekend. That's what my wife's watch said, that over the 3 days we were there, we walked about 30 miles. But it was so much fun, brother. I totally the first night I was there, I partied too hard, man. I missed I Hate God on Thursday night.
Of course.
Yeah, and fucking, so that's why I'm super happy.
It's fucking Vegas. It's Vegas, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How can
it put
you
me
not
on my
party
ass
hard?
because I worked that morning. I got off work early and left and went to Vegas, and then fucking I was out of it, dude. But like, and so I'm super glad that I Hate God's coming here tomorrow, so I get that redemption show. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because my wife dropped me off at the room, dude. Let me crash, and then she went back down there and watched I Hate God. And I was looking at the footage she got on her phone, dude. And they're in like tip top shape, bro. I really like that band a lot. And over the years they've had their problems and shit, but everybody's looking real healthy right now, and like their performances are fucking spot on, dude. They're like that band right there is killing it.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that too, because you know how hard it is, man. It's like this fucking game we're in, man. It's not easy, you know.
Right.
The people on the outside, it's like they think we just fucking press a button and it all happens, but it's like, nah, man. There's a lot that goes into the preparation for a gig and tour and all that shit. And I don't think, a lot of people that come to our shows, I'm sure they have an idea of how hard it is, but you don't really understand until you're in a band and you experience it yourself.
I think some
as
people,
far as how hard it is.
Some people would think of it as like a side job, as maybe like a part-time job, but it's not even that for me, because like I think maybe if you're working part-time somewhere, you might be bringing in an extra $20,000 a year or something, but it's almost like I'm investing like $20,000 a year into this shit. It feels like almost.
Pretty much.
So it's
pretty much.
It's the opposite of a part-time job. It's like paying somebody to do a part-time job. You know what I mean?
It's exactly what it is. You're paying. Yeah, I mean, look, man, my wife's like,
we do it because we love it. You know what I mean? I believe in it, and I always invest in myself because I believe in it, and I love the art form, and I just love the scene and the people in it. You know.
And that's the most important part about the whole fucking journey, Zach, is like, if you're in this thing to make money, you should probably look somewhere else to make money, because at the end of the day, it's just, we're all in this fucking thing together. We're all musicians. We're all putting our best foot forward to, at the end of the day, hopefully some money comes in. But if you don't love playing music, this is not the game for you.
Right. No, I don't think anybody would be doing it if they didn't love it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Nacho Maldonado.
So, bro, how was the SoCal Heavy Jams, man?
It was killer, dude. It was fun, man. It kind of went off without a hitch. No issues, man. It was fucking dope. We had a good time.
Yeah,
Everybody seemed like they had a good time. No drama, no caca. It was fucking cool, dude.
That's awesome. My wife and I were planning to go out there, then my truck took a shit on me, so I had to figure out what I was going to do about that. I ended up having to go get a new truck, man, which is
new one.
Yeah, it's like fucking the newest truck I've ever had.
Oh shit! Sometimes you gotta take care of yourself. I just did the same shit. I bought me a truck, first new truck I ever bought a couple years ago. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I deserve it, man. I'm getting old, man. I better take care of myself. I want something that starts up every morning.
That's how I was. Shit. I was due for one too, man. And so fucking,
there you go.
It finally happened. But yeah, that fucking kept me from getting down there to the SoCal jams. But it looked awesome, dude.
No worries. Well, we're gonna put one on again next year, dude. And if the hoodoo that you do want to fuck with us, come on, baby boo.
Oh, hell yeah. You know we do, man. We got to come down there. Fuck yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude. I dig your shit, dude. I had no idea it was you, and I, for whatever reason, I just brain farted that shit, after hanging out with you over at Ripple. Then I was listening to it again. I think I met you when I was buzzed or something. I'm like, fuck, I didn't recognize who you was over.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, it was a ton of fun, dude, hanging out at Ripple Fest, bro.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That was good. A little hot, but it was dope, man. It was a bunch of fucking bands, man. It was a bitchin' fucking little hangout.
I actually was working in Austin whenever you guys... Well, I was working in San Antonio when you guys played that thing in March.
No shit.
Yeah, I caught you over there, man. I didn't really know you at the time.
Oh, that's where we fucking met up, dude.
Yeah, I saw you over there, too. Hell yeah. No, man.
Fucking
I love, dude. Your album Dunes of Mars is fucking great, dude. Just perfectly executed stoner rock, man. The fucking grooves, the tones, the vocal melodies, all that shit, man. I love it, dude.
Bro, man. I appreciate it, big fella. That means the world, dude. I appreciate it. Fucking A.
Yeah, I've really been jamming it a lot, dude. And I really get those early quotes of vibes from it, man. Like that first album for sure, man, with some of the tones. And
sure.
Yeah, dude. Some of the lead guitar tones are great, bro. It's just
man. Yeah, I mean, some of my buddy Rich came out on 2 songs on the read. I love his style, man. He did Dunes of Mars and on Where'd You Go?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, just his flavor so just a little loose, but he just hits the right notes. I'm just a pretty basic lead guitarist, kind of blues riffs and scales and kind of similar stuff throughout. I don't know a ton. I'm more rhythm guitar and just songwriting guy, but man, it was cool to have his ass throw some shit down. It was fucking dope. I was really stoked to have him on. And he moved back. He was in the band, but he moved back to North Carolina. So fucking he gone. But I'm like, next time we play fucking or write this next album, let's send him some songs. Like, dude, put your magic on there, little brother. Fuck it, come on.
Hell yeah. So, do you do most of the writing?
Yeah, that's all me, dude. I mean, everything but Cisco Kid.
Yeah, man, for sure, dude. When I heard Cisco Kid on there, I was like, oh, shit, man. Playing some war.
I like to do shit out. I like to go outside of the realm, like the Shoplifters, the first album. Kind of a fucking Smiths, fucking, new wave tune, but I've always loved the Smiths and their melodies.
Yeah, Smiths are great.
To switch it up.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, man. Cisco Kid was a fucking great little flavor in there on that album.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Papa.
I even heard like some areas, man, it could almost sounds like Deftones or something, man, getting into that
bro,
era.
I'll take it. I'll take that home, Skip, for sure.
Yeah. So what was the recording process like for this album?
Fuck. I mean, I have my bro, Jeff Forrest, down there in El Cajon here in San Diego. It's just mainly I just go in there and since, I'll just sit down on the drums and I kind of have some songs I might need a scratch track. But for the most part, I know how the song goes in my head, so I'm just playing along to my little guitar scratch track in my head, and then I'll just put the drums down. And you know how it is, dude. You got to get them drums down. That's the foundation of the house. Once I get the drums down, then you can kind of dick around, and then I'll just come in there with the guitar and put the rhythm down, then the bass down. I couldn't get my bass player. He was working too much, man. Like every time it was bass day, he was, fuck, I can't make it, dude. And I'm like, fuck. That's all I try to put vocals. And then it's like, well, we're going to put leads on if you can't come in. So I do leads, and then I couldn't get him in there, man. So I was like, fuck it. I had to finish. I did most of the bass. Actually all the bass. And just fucking ended up being another fucking just singular project for Notch. But I mean,
I didn't realize that you were playing everything on this one.
Pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
Except, like I said, the lead guitars on those 2 songs were Rich.
Okay. No, fuck yeah, dude. It sounds great.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. I know it was a labor of love, and it took me a while to get the second album done, but I'm proud of it, dude. There's some really cool tunes in there. If you ask me, I'm proud of the tunes, and I think they ain't dookie. It's just like you said, they're heavy, but with a little bit of melody in there.
Yeah.
Most of the songs are written. Pretty much all of them are written from the heart, from experiences that I've lived. So it's just real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can tell, man. A lot of the lyrical content's really relatable, man. I really dig it.
My brother. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, my man. That's cool.
Wow, man. You really have...
Dan Frick.
I just got word that we're maybe 3 to 4 weeks out kind of thing.
Sick.
I think they're coming from Belgium, so, it's kind of hard to tell, but...
You've been waiting on them for a while?
No, actually, it's only been maybe 3 months.
Oh, sick, man. That's really
cool.
So,
the turnaround time was pretty impressive, because I remember last time we had to wait, I don't know, probably like 9 months or something like that. So,
did you guys press these yourself?
No, we got it done through Animated Insanity Records.
Okay.
They're the guys we're working with currently on this release.
Awesome. Cool, man. Hell yeah. So did you record this with the lineup change? Because I know you guys had a change in lineup. Was that before or after you guys were recording this?
No, we tracked it with Ian, and he quit before we actually released the album.
Oh,
so he was the other guitar player on this record, but he's not currently in the band. So
Got it. And you guys had somebody else step in his place, right?
Yeah, we just had Alex join the band probably like a month ago. So he's still learning some of the tunes, and we're practicing with him. But it takes a lot of time to step into someone who's been kind of established for a few years now.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff to take on, I'm sure.
For sure, man. It's like an effort for the whole band too, especially the guitar players, man, just to show the riffs and fucking get everybody all caught up and shit,
Yeah, we do a lot of synchronized soloing and harmonizing too, so just kind of takes a little bit to jive with somebody,
No, I don't think I've seen you guys since was it Ripple Fest?
Yeah,
that was
last year.
That was the last
1
time
year
we hung
ago
out.
almost.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I wish I had got out to some more of your shows, man. Fucking, I seen you playing around in Vegas recently, right?
Yeah, we did Planet Desert Rock with John Gist.
Yes, dude.
Along with High Desert Queen and John Garcia.
How was that, man?
That was cool. It was interesting. It was an acoustic set, so kind of different.
For sure, yeah. I really did Caius and John Garcia and everything, man. I like all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I can imagine just an acoustic set would be kind of strange after seeing a couple fucking heavy bands,
It was interesting, yeah. People seemed to enjoy it though. Everyone stuck around, so.
I like Guess, man. He seems to be the only guy that can get John Garcia to come out of his shell, man.
It seems like it, yeah. I don't see him performing anywhere else for anybody else usually, so
it's pretty crazy.
They must have a good working relationship.
So
and then it's funny because we're going back to Vegas in October, I believe, and we're actually opening up for Unita, which was a band that was started by John Garcia. So
right, yeah. And then I saw that I was excited when I saw Ripple was pressing some of their stuff, but then it wasn't until like long after that I heard that John Garcia wasn't even with the band. But still a great band. That album that they put out, or they got a couple albums, but I used to rock one of them back in the day, the Urban Coyote or some shit like that.
Right. I think they're working on new stuff with the new singer right now, so should be interesting. But we like those guys, Art and all them, because they're doing the SoCal Heavy Jam too with the one that Kip's setting up.
Right, yeah, that's killer.
So-
I was trying to get Kip online too, man, but we couldn't swing it to talk about the SoCal Heavy Jams, man.
Oh yeah, he's busy today or what?
No, I think it just fell through the other night. I hadn't had a chance to try to set something up with him, you know.
Right.
What's going on with that, man? This is the second annual one. So, are you involved in setting that up, or is it more Kip and?
No, Kip is the Kip, and then Nacho from Mazoa.
Yeah.
And then Jason from Desert Sons. They're kind of like the guys that are putting the money up and kind of setting everything up. And then we've got a sponsor, Co Lewis. I don't know if you ever listened to her on the radio at all. And Arizona's different, I know, obviously. But
oh, is she a radio personality?
Yeah, she used to work at KGB 1015. It's like the famous Los Angeles rock radio station. She was there forever. And now she's just doing her own thing. She does like animal outreaches in Africa.
Okay.
So she's kind of like a sponsor of the show as well.
Right on, man. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Seems like, you know, I grew up in a small town where there's no like radio support for like local scenes and shit like that. And now that it's years and years down the line, fucking just to see cities that still do shit like that, man, that still have like a local sort of
right
network, you know, with the radio stations and shit. Because like, I would go to Denver, man, and travel around up there, and you turn on the radio station. They always got the comics on. They still do the comics that roll around there because there's a nice little comedy scene in Denver, you know.
Nice.
And so
I can't say we have anything like that for sure.
Yeah, but and then like even when I lived down in Yuma, bro, they used to have a radio station down there, the Monster, man, and they would fucking play local bands all the time, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool.
That is cool. There's a couple. They'll do like late night shows. I think there's maybe one or two local stations that'll do late at night. They might play some local stuff, but that's about it. So there's very little support for any sort of rock and roll here in San Diego, especially. So.
Right on.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So you guys are in San Diego. I know there's a nice little scene down in Oceanside. Do those two scenes sort of bleed together at all, or are they totally separate?
I think people in San Diego are kind of lazy. They don't like to drive.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. If I lived there, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. All the people that live like downtown don't want to drive up to Oceanside because, you know, it's like a half an hour drive, and vice versa for a lot of people. So it's kind of like a lot of regional stuff going on. I don't know. Some people will make the trek, but.
So is Mazoa right over there by you guys in San Diego?
Yeah, I think he's in San Diego area, yeah, along with Kip.
Hell yeah. Shout out Nacho, man. That's my boy, too. I like that guy a lot.
Hell yeah.
And then Zed's coming all the way down from... They're up in San Francisco, right?
Yes, they are in the Bay Area, yeah. Yeah, we played with them at Maryland Doomfest last year.
Sick.
Or the year, I guess it'd be the year before now. And that was cool. So we got to meet them, and I think we kind of kept in communication with them. So it's cool to be able to bring them down.
I traveled up to San Francisco for their Ripple Fest. This has been a couple years ago. This has been a long time now. And
right.
Saw Zed up there, man. They were really good.
Is that before the Texas one kind of got established?
Yeah.
That one up north? Okay, got it.
Yeah. Did you make it to that one?
No, I never knew they did that, actually.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like maybe the first one, and that's what kind of kicked off all the little satellite ones in the different cities and shit. I really like how they... What's up?
I was going to say that was probably actually put on by Todd himself then.
Yeah, I did meet Todd there. Really cool guy.
Right.
He actually fucking tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Are you Zach?" And I was like, "Whoa." He's a very cool guy, man. He gave me a shirt, man. I've been in contact with him ever since.
Hell yeah. That's good shit.
Yeah, man.
John Gist.
And when I started really going out to shows, very consistently, once, twice a week minimum. I was newly divorced. You know, I wanted something to kind of jump back into and do. And, you know, I was going to great stoner rock show bands and Doom and all that. And there was literally many shows, 12, 15 people there at the most, because these venues weren't doing anything. The venues were doing nothing. Bands don't know how to do anything, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. And I was like, man, I think I could do just as good. I've never even done this before. And so that's when I challenged myself. It was like, I think August of that year, 2016. And I just started doing the shows and, you know, inched the way back into things. So at least it was a decent scene, you know, but, you know, for bands to come in and do shit. But problem is Vegas in its former ways before COVID had so much free stuff for locals and so many big name shows along with residencies and things like that. It became a very difficult market just to get, you know, people to come to the smaller shows many times. So it wasn't a great market in many ways at times, but we at least made it a staple of people going on tour, we would hope, for many. But now we're down more venues. So we literally only have a few venues that even book rock acts.
Right, yeah. How does that affect the local scene there so like you're talking about touring acts, but I'm sure there's a local scene there, and then now they're competing with like Bret Michaels who's holding the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or some shit like that. Yeah.
Scorpions.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah. So the local scene from a music standpoint, you know, if I'm to think about the heavy underground a little bit, there's virtually nothing. Like literally, it's bare minimum. There's a band called Sonolith, and they're an instrumental band that kind of fits in the mold. And other than that, there's honestly, I had a hard time finding bands that really were decent fits. Or you know, to match up with stoner rock, heavy rock, psych, and all that. There's very few of that. The culture here is way more on the screaming metal side and way more influenced by nu metal rather than the blues based rock and metal.
Sort of the mainstream metal sound. Lamb of God,
Octane Radio kind of thing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Octane Radio and Sirius XM have kind of their own branding at this point in time. So it's and this city's been a punk city forever, and you know.
So what was
my
it?
Thing, personally.
What made you decide to bring in the stoner rock? Did you just really dig the genre, or because cool, man.
Yeah, I think that there was just. There were a lot of people that didn't even know that these shows were here because no one was doing anything about it. Do you know what I mean, Zach?
Right.
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
So how would you know about a show? You know, some of these venues, they think that they can put it on their website and they can put it on their Facebook and have the event and everything should just fall in place. I mean, it's an amazingly, short-sighted way of doing things. And so, and I'm seeing bands. I saw Spirit Caravan,
okay,
Most Generator, and Elder together on one show.
Wow.
And there was maybe 15 people there, 20 at the most.
On a stacked lineup.
You know what I mean? But no one knew about it because that venue did nothing to promote it at all. So, I felt like, man, this is a bummer from not only being a fan, because there's hardly anyone there. It's a bummer because these musicians deserve better than this. They deserve to have better fans, more fans there.
What year was that? What year was that show?
That was probably 2016, probably, if not, it was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking
I saw Freedom Hawk midweek also, and that was probably like 20 people at the most. And, shows like that, and Devil to Pay probably played in front of 20 people or something. I mean, it was ugly, So my first show I ever did, we had at least 40-some people there. It was a midweek show, but at least we had that many.
No, and I've seen you have some pretty big bands, man. What are some of your proudest moments, like as far as some of the acts that you've booked?
I'd say the proudest would be the first Planet Desert Rock weekend, the first night. it was a night with John Garcia,
Yeah.
the lead singer from Caius.
Right.
And me and him got together and came up with a really cool kind of idea. And so we brought in all of his guitarists from over the years, except for Josh, of course. And so Arthur C came in, and he had his band, one of his bands, Death and Pretty Rapping. They actually started the show. We had Luna Soul, which features Dave Angstrom of Hermano.
Wow.
So they actually opened directly for John. And so there was Angstrom. And then we had Chris Hale from the band Slow Burn, which, you know, a one album masterpiece that John did.
Amusingly
and Chris Hale,
amazing.
the guitarist, lived in town. So he came over and they all played an individual song with John on stage from those bands.
Man, how amazing was that? Because I don't even think John Garcia even really plays in the States much, you know?
No, he doesn't. He's played, I won't say exclusively for me this last 3 or 4 years, but he's played for me 3 different times.
Yeah,
and he's probably played the rest of the states combined probably 5. So we found a good little niche because, you know, we're just a quick day drive away. He likes playing live music, some for sure, you know.
Yeah.
And it just made sense. We made the numbers work. That's a big part to some of these musicians as well. And before I forget, Nick Oliveri also played that night. And he got on stage to play a number of Kaya songs with him.
Man, I wanted to make it to that show so bad. I just could not.
It's a once in a lifetime thing, man.
Yeah, and
I should have videoed it. That's the bottom line. It would be I would not be stressed out as much about money if I had just videoed that whole thing. It was just an amazing event. The energy was so special. You know, it was a good way to start off Planet Desert Rock. We had people from all over the country, even some folks from around the world that were in town for that. And, you know, we kicked off the next night with headlining WoFat, but also Sasquatch.
Sasquatch was there.
You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
Red Desert was on there and Black Wolf. And it was just, insane.
Stephen Bishop.
Zach, can you hear me?
I can hear you this time, brother. How's it going, man?
Good, brother. I'm glad we could finally make a connection.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what was going on, bro. I had a couple of podcasts booked the other day that I had to reschedule, man, because that thing just blew up on me.
Dude, shit happens. You know, they make those things to last about 15 minutes.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean?
Yeah, that's it, man. And fucking nowadays, you got to have adapters to fucking do everything, bro. You used to just be able to plug right into the phone.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What's
I can't
up?
Even use I can't even use my credit card shit because it takes a 1/8 adapter. Now I got to have an adapter for the adapter to get to the fucking credit card machine. It's stupid.
It's crazy. Soon you're gonna have to have an adapter for that adapter, bro.
I know, it's crazy.
So what's up, Steven, man? How you been, brother?
Man, I'm living the dream, brother. You know, I'm working hard. The album just came out. We were blown out of our minds when it dropped #1 for July. We never expected it. You know, we knew it was a good record, but we just didn't expect it to. I didn't expect it to come out of the chute like that, and I'm extremely humbled by it. And goddamn, how do you follow that up? You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. Yes, congratulations on the #1 spot on the Doom charts, brother. That's amazing, man. That's an achievement right there in its own. The album's great. I've been jamming it for the last few days now, bro. Before we get into that, I would want to ask you about Burke Rock was it Burke City Rock Fest? Because I keep fucking it up.
Yeah, Berkey Rock City Fest.
There you go.
So Berkey Rock City Fest is Roman's gig, and Roman used to do. He did Monolith on the Mesa, right?
Uh-huh.
Monolith on the Mesa is like a little bit further north, up in Taos. But he did. You know, he had some stuff going on, some personal stuff. He had a partner, you know, pass away.
Yeah.
And he decided to kind of scale it down a little bit and do the Berkey Rock City Fest. And holy shit, man, the lineup he had, the bands he had were amazing. It was 2 unbelievable days of rock and roll right there in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is honestly, it's a small city vibe, but it's truly one of the coolest vibes in all of the Southwest United States. I love playing Albuquerque. I always have. The Launch Pad, Inside Out, the El Rey, the Sunshine Theater. They've all been very good to us over the years.
Yes, that whole strip right there in Albuquerque is really cool, and fucking New Mexico is just a majestic place.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. I had a blast there. Personally, I had a good time.
No, it was an excellent festival, and yes, I'm aware of I didn't know the guy that used to help with Monolith on the Mesa, but I know that set everybody in the community back a little bit when they lost him. And so this must have felt like a sort of like a rebirth of the scene or something, man. I'm sure spirits were high for the whole thing for all the locals.
It was really nice to see all the amount of support and the vendors that came through, and the venues coming through for Roman. It was really kind of a beautiful thing, man. It was a good vibe.
My contact out there is Brad, man, that runs Desert Records and everything. So really cool guy.
Dude, Brad and I were partying. We were having a good time.
Hell yeah. I wanted to be out there, man. I just couldn't swing it, man. But it looked like it was a ton of fun, dude. And fuck yeah. I'm glad I just got to live vicariously through everybody's posts on social media and stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I did a photo dump for a couple days. But, dude, it got to the point where I was just like, after, like 13 hours of heavy metal for me, I was just like, holy shit, I'm fucking beat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm old. I want to go home. I want to go to my room.
Yeah.
No
doubt, brother. You got to pace yourself at those things, man. It looked like it was a daytime event, too, for the most part.
It went well into the evening. Like it was over at midnight both nights. But I'm going to tell you what, man, both nights, Friday and Saturday, I'm going to tell you right now, the 8 o'clock band kind of stole the show for me.
Oh, yeah. That's the good slot right there.
Both fucking nights, dude.
Fuck yeah. I caught Pike on his way out, man, over here. I don't know if it's the day before or the day after, but I caught him over here in Phoenix, man. It was a great fucking show.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, that Pike versus the Automation is unbelievably good. It's like everything you want. It's a little bit of sleep, a little bit of High on Fire, and it's all Matt Pike. It was fucking good, dude.
It's just like every riff that dude plays just makes you fucking bang your head, dude.
Dude, it sounds. He had a good crew with him too. Like as soon as they came out and like hit it, like note number one, it was just like fucking in your face. It was a good show.
Fuck yeah, man. I really glad that I got to catch him with this project, man. I liked it. I liked the video that came out a while back for the Alien Slut Mom. It was a crazy ass video.
Yep.
And I bought a record, and then I ran into him out in the alley, man, and he signed it for me. So that was pretty cool too.
That's the one thing I like about Pike, man, is like he's like just, he's a larger in life guy, right? He's like in one of the most iconic fucking doom bands of all time. The guy's a Grammy Award winner. But if you just happen to walk up to him, he's going to treat you just like he's known you for 25 years. And that's what I truly appreciate about the dude, because I ran into the dude at an airport in New Orleans one time, and he talked to me like he had known me his whole life, and it was kind of a surreal experience. I was like, holy shit, I know who you are. And after all those years, we ran into each other a few times at Psycho Las Vegas, and he always kind of remembered that first introduction, and we've kind of stayed cool after that. I was really impressed by it.
Yeah, he was on just one more minute on Matt Pike. he was at my we were on the same floor during the Psycho Las Vegas at the Hard Rock, man. One of the first ones back in the day. So I ran into him several times throughout that trip. We kept running into each other on the elevator, in the hallway. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I hope. So I hate to interject here. The Hard Rock was the best era of Psycho for me. That was my personal favorite.
Absolutely. I was just going to ask you if you made it to that one.
Oh yeah, the Hard Rock shows were the best shows in my opinion.
Fuck yeah, when Down headlined in that big stage, bro, that was so. Me and my wife were right up front for that, man. It was so fucking badass, man.
Dude, the first time I saw Yob and the first time I saw Uncle Acid was at the Hard Rock shows for Psycho Las Vegas, and it was these are bands that I'd followed for a long time, but I never had the opportunity to see them. And when I finally got to see him live in that venue, it was fucking magical, man. It was life changing. It was unbelievably badass.
That's how I felt about Dead Meadow out there, dude. Watching Dead Meadow in that venue was so fucking good, dude.
Yep. Yeah. There's so many good bands. I hope they're able to regroup. I'm a little bummed out they canceled last year, but I understand. I get it.
You know,
the venues have had kind of some weird changes over the last couple of years. I hope they take it back to the roots.
We're supposed to be there like next week, you know? It's what it feels like. We should all be headed towards Vegas, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, I absolutely agree. I hope that they bring it back home, back to where it was, and fucking, yeah, man, a lot of changes going on in Vegas. They got that big fucking ball over there now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too good of a festival to just go by the wayside. And I hope that Evan and Ronnie are able to kind of regroup and bring it back, man, because it really is, in my opinion, probably one of the premier festivals in North America.
It is. I feel blessed that we got to play there last year, man.
Oh, I'm jealous, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Well, enough about fucking all that stuff, man. Let's get into your album. First of all, aside from the songwriting and how great the album is, I want to compliment the production, man. And I was just curious where you guys are recording. Are you doing this in-house? Are you recording with somebody? Who produced this for you?
Well, I appreciate you saying that because I actually produced the mixer record myself.
That's awesome.
We recorded it. We recorded the drums at a couple different studios, and we took all the tracks down. You know, the basic tracks. Cibolo Studios was our main studio for the drums, but the bass, the guitars, the vocals, all the overdubs, all the leads, and everything were all done at home, man. And I mixed that motherfucker, and I was so worried about this album because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it myself. And I was so stressed because if this album flops, it's all my fault. And when it came out and people gave us the reviews we got and the accolades that we received, I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. It truly was a humbling experience.
Well, congratulations, man, on fucking taking the dive and doing it the right way and doing it with care and reaping the benefits with that.
Thanks, man. I was a front of house guy for years and years, right? I mixed live bands like forever.
Sick.
And just to kind of go into the studio stuff was kind of a natural progression for me. I enjoy doing it. I have a pretty good studio set up in my house, and for people to like my mix and to be able to play it loud and enjoy it, I truly appreciate it.
John Quinn.
I've been a fan of Glory or Death Records since 2017. That's when first time I saw Great Electric Quest at the Valley Bar in Phoenix, underground. And I'd never seen them before. I was just going to shows. I wasn't even really playing, I don't think. Was I in a band? No, I wasn't even in a band, I don't think yet. As far as like doing the scene and playing shows in this scene right here, I was just getting together with Josh once in a while. We didn't even have a bassist yet. Like nothing was going on. And I saw Great Electric Quest, met Mucho, Buddy, Jared, T-Sweat, the most amazing humans. And ever since then, like, I've been following Glory and Death, and all the bands they put out are fire, dude. They're all good. Everybody's good on that label. And then, I think Buddy Donner is part with that, leading that company or something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, it's his company. I know he works with
his company.
I know it's his label. I know he works with
his label. Yeah.
There's a lot of like people working with him behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's the face of it,
Dude, wonderful record company and wonderful company too, man. Like, Buddy is a great guy. Seeing him and grow from just being in that band to where he's at now, having 2 wonderful children, he's married, beautiful Caribe. They have a wonderful family together, and he's still playing. Like, yeah, I'm happy for that, man. He's a good guy, Buddy.
Oh yeah, he's one of the best, actually.
for sure. Yeah.
Great Electric Quest, man. They fucking rule so hard, dude. I brought them boys over to Texarkana one time. I don't remember what the circumstances were, if they were traveling through or something, but that's kind of how we became buds, man. I had met them once.
Really?
And then just kind of networking with them. I said, yeah, you guys should stop through Texarkana. And I was living in Yuma. So we flew to Texarkana and threw the band together real quick just to open up for Glory or for Great Electric Quest. And,
I bet they were thoroughly impressed.
The rest is history, my brother. One time I drove up to Oakland by myself. I drove to Oakland from Yuma to watch Glory or Death play with High on Fire and Broom and a bunch of other bands, man. And fucking Kelly was out there too, man. It's so crazy how things have worked out, because Kelly was out there too. He flew in from Dallas, and they brought Kells on stage. Great Electric Quest brought Kells on stage to play guitar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they did some Thin Lizzy and shit, dude. And it was like fucking a night to remember for sure.
Wow.
And then
that would have been incredible.
Then I got with Old Fashioned Assassin. We ended up doing the Psycho thing, you know, and I was like, damn, this is the pinnacle of my music career. Then fuck it, dude. I had a good time. But
dude, that point of your musical career was absolutely crazy. Like, you fucking just blew the fuck up.
I know, it's wild, man.
That whole point of I remember watching that happen, man. I was side stage kind of just watching this go on for you and the boys and Who to Kill. And funny story, if nobody knows, it was supposed to be Old Fashioned Assassin's last show, and you just jumped in to help them go out with some righteousness. You know, you're doing them a favor, and you play the show, and it was so fucking good. So fucking killer that you guys got a Planet, what was it? Fucking Vegas show.
Yeah. And
that Psycho Vegas?
I know, what the fuck, bro?
You guys got a Psycho Vegas slot. Guess the band's not breaking up, fellas.
I know. We're going on world tour. Well, it's because they had a record. They just got their records back, you know, and there was supposed to be a big record release party, and I was like, it'd be a damn shame if you guys weren't able to just have at least one show, man, and just show everybody's records and stuff. And
did you kind of put that in their head to get it to do it?
Do what?
Did you kind of put that in their head for them to do it?
Well, I just mentioned it in passing to Kyle.
Because they won. They dropped off, didn't they?
Yeah.
They dropped off. They broke up. They dropped off the bill.
No, I don't remember if that happened or not, but I know that I had mentioned it to Kyle in passing.
I may be
imagining that. He said to me, me and Derek talked about it, and we said if we were going to do it with anybody, it would be you. So we were both kind of on the same wavelength with that. I was like, you guys should really do it. And they were like, well, we want you to do it. And it's like, well, fuck yeah, let's do it. And we played that Glory or Death, or was that Planet Mammoth?
It was just Planet Mammoth you guys played.
Yeah, and then so fucking old boy from Psycho was out there in the crowd, man. I don't even know what he looks like or who he is, but
he just gave you a job, man.
Yeah, he did. And Buddy told me that, and I was like, yeah. Or no, Kyle was like, hey, there's whispers that we might be on Psycho Fest this year. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know,
oh, my God.
I believe that when I see it. And then they hit me up, hey, we're doing Psycho Fest. Oh, fuck, dude.
Wow.
And then shortly after that, Buddy reached out to me about Who Do I Kill, and he said, man, I want to put your guys' stuff out on record, man. I think it's really good. And I think I really owe a lot of it to this podcast, man. As far as the outreach that we've made, you know, over the last few years. I think really this podcast has been a big tool to kind of bring that success through to us, and I'm really grateful for that.
That's good, man.
We're going to do the same thing for you right now, because we're putting it out into the ether that we got to get you boys signed on Glory or Death or Wet Records.
For sure, dude.
I know Buddy's listening to this, man, when this gets out. I know Buddy, sign these guys, man. Get them some beautiful variants.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Ross Brown.
Louisiana, like, oh, I'm not from New Orleans. Like, no, man, we ain't from New Orleans. It's a whole different vibe where we from. And I think that comes out in the music. But at the same time, we love New Orleans. We love Louisiana. But our sound's just a little bit different,
No doubt. I mean, that's my neck of the woods, too. I was born and raised in Texarkana, man. We used to drive down to Lafayette and play y'all in football.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Your music really represents that area, too, man. A lot of that Southern fried fucking... It's got that down vibe, man. A lot of... it sort of reminds me of... Alabama Thunder Pussy, man. Particularly the album that they had Kyle Thomas with, dude.
Oh yeah, we're good friends with Kyle.
Yeah,
Love Kyle.
He's a super accessible dude once you get over there. One time we played the Limelight down there. Is that what it's called? Limelight over there in Metairie?
Man, that sounds familiar. I don't think that's open anymore.
We played over there, and I just shot Kyle Thomas a message, man. I said, hey, man, you should come see us. We're going to be over here. And he messaged me right back. He's like, oh, I wish I could, man. I think he said he was in France or some shit.
We had some crazy night after some festival we played where we was drinking at this house at like 4 a.m. eating red beans or some shit. That was interesting.
Wow.
But yeah, man, like our sound, yeah, I hate to call us a Southern band because there's like, so many like rip-off Pantera bands. I don't know. But without a doubt, like Down, COC.
Yeah.
Man, that's our vibe for sure.
Absolutely.
But like I always tell people when they ask, oh, what do y'all sound like? Especially people who don't really know, hard rock, don't really know the scene. I just tell them we sound like ZZ Top on cocaine. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, man, I get that. Fuck yeah, brother. Yeah. When you tell people we're Southern heavy metal, yeah, they do kind of put you in that box with Pantera. I think that's the whole art of playing that genre is like not being a Pantera ripoff band,
Yeah, so like I try not to brand us as Southern, but yeah, without a doubt we are. But then we get lumped in with like Texas Hippie Coalition and stuff.
Right.
We're not that. We're a whole different vibe, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Just the sound just definitely bleeds through. So what do you tell people? Just stoner rock, fucking.
No, like I said, I tell them we sound like ZZ Top on cocaine, man.
That's it. That's the whole genre.
Yeah, but as far as the genre, yeah, like stoner rock, that's where we fit in closest to anything. So
yeah,
we all got the same friends. We're always playing with stoner rock bands, especially in Texas. Texas has such an awesome scene. We try to get there every chance we can,
Yeah, and I feel like that's just a good umbrella term for. It's funny that we call everything stoner rock, but I think it's just a good umbrella term for like good, fucking authentic hard rock and roll music, man. It's a very wide spectrum.
Southern hard rock for sure, man.
Yeah, most definitely. No, I dig the vibes, man. I totally love what you guys got going on.
We can't wait to get back to writing.
I think Who Do I Kill, my band, when we were still back in Texas, man. I think we had a show book with you guys over at the Boom Boom Room, Freetown Boom Boom Room. But
yeah,
I think,
probably then or back at the Wild Salmon back in them days.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, they got the furry wall over there.
The old Boom Boom Room. We playing there tomorrow night.
They still got that wing spot right there by the Boom Boom Room?
Nah, man, they ain't doing that no more.
That shit was, boy, they had it when I was there and it was good, man. I talk about that shit still to this day, me and my wife.
Yeah,
that was
my
a good.
singer might have made those wings for you, man. Old Thaddeus.
What'd you say?
I said my singer might have made you those. He was running that little that food truck for a little while.
Yeah.
Wing Fingers.
That's Wing Fingers. Yeah, that's it. Damn. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Maybe he did, man. Maybe he did. Whoever made it, they fucking made the shit out of them wings.
Yeah, that's one good thing right here. You better have some good food.
Oh
we ain't
yeah.
gonna make it. We got some good food down here.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite things about being over in that area, bro. Make me miss home right now.
Yeah.
You got Tommy Buckley playing drums on this thing, man.
Yeah, that was pretty epic, man.
How'd that come to be?
Epic. So, like, at the time, we didn't have a drummer. We were trying out a bunch of different people. We had this whole record just done, just trying out different drummers. Couldn't find anybody. Then, we're friends with people around here. We know Tommy somewhat. He knew who we are. And we played with Crowbar before anyway, so we just hit him up. We mailed him a CD, and he was all about it, dude. So it was pretty interesting because he doesn't do that for many people, you know.
Just send him a CD of like demo takes, or was it just your last record, or what?
No, we just sent him the demo of the record.
Yeah, right. Hell yeah.
Kind of what we had, and he saw the potential in it. So, again, our buddy Patrick at PM Star Promotions, he's in tight with Crowbar, so he got me his number, and we ended up shooting shit. And sure enough, man, we drove over to New Orleans to Crowbar's jam room.
Wow.
And just plugged in the amps and played the whole record, dude. That dude's such a pro, man. He just,
Hell yeah.
man, it's crazy. Like with Tommy, like what he does, he'll just sit in the bathroom and get high, right? And just he'll listen to something and he'll just write the drums in his head.
Mm-hmm.
So like the first time he played it was with all of us in the room, and we just played the record front to back. I think it was the first time we played the record, you know. And I got all that on video on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing. You got some of those videos posted or what?
Oh yeah, I got all of our practice sessions posted up. Some of the recording in the studio and stuff.
You have you do 10 South Productions, man, where you do like some multimedia stuff. I've seen some video productions of yours. How long have you been doing that for?
Oh man, I don't know. I guess about 4 or 5 years. Like once I paid somebody to record a concert, and I was like, well, shit, I could do this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I started fooling with it, and I was doing 10 South Productions when the band was kind of on hiatus, looking for a drummer and whatnot. And I built that little YouTube channel. I probably got close to 500 videos on that channel. And then once the band came back, that's kind of been on the back burner. I've been focusing on building the Vermilion Whiskey YouTube channel, which is getting there. I got tons of content up there. I'll be putting a lot more live footage, and then we shot like 2 legit music videos for this record. They came out killer, man.
That's sick, man. Yeah, you see, you guys are like a powerhouse, man. I know you recorded in the studio, but I've seen that you have a lot of recording gear of your own, right?
Oh yeah, I got a whole recording studio back at the house.
So do you track back and forth?
What's that?
Do you track back and forth like between the studio and then your own studio?
Yeah. So like on the record we put out, our new record, we did all the drums in New Orleans, and then I recorded everything here, and then we went back to New Orleans and we mixed it at the same studio. That's OCD Productions, Dwayne Semino, man. Like, so he's recorded the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 Crowbar records. He's recorded a Down record, the new Exhorter record.
Sick.
Anyway, I love Crowbar's drum sound. So I was already planning on recording the drums at that studio, and then we got Tommy Buckley. So we got, not only did we get the studio, we got the drummer, the drum set, the producer, the whole nine. So the record just sounds massive.
How amazing, bro. So were you fucking
it's a trip, man?
Did it trip you out when you found out that you were gonna be, when you realized you were doing this with Tommy Buckley?
Dude, it was nuts, man. Like, it was so surreal, man. Like when we went to the studio, you know, to the Crowbar's jam room.
You're in Crowbar's jam room, you know. Fuck.
Yeah, well, it's attached to the studio, and like for me, like, man, Crowbar, I mean, Kirk, everything he touches has been a huge influence on me as a guitar player through the years. You know, especially Down, man. Like that's like anybody who listens to Vermilion Whiskey be like, man, y'all sound like Down. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, that's a huge influence, you know.
I absolutely love Down, man. One of my top 5 favorite bands, especially the NOLA album is one of my top 3 favorite albums for sure.
Yeah, same here, man. So we showed up to the jam room, and here's all Crowbar's gear, you know. And then it was like, I don't know, we did 4 sessions with Tommy, rehearsing up to the studio, you know. So one of the rehearsals, Down had just played, I think it was that Friday the 13th live stream in New Orleans.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Tickets. Yeah, and they had all the signed posters and shit. So we show up to the jam room, and Down was practicing over there, and like it was like the day after that concert, I think. So like all Down's gear was in the jam room, like all the Down spray painted gear and cabs, and Jimmy Bower's huge gong. Oh, it was just it's like trying not to freak out. You know, it's cool, man. You know, it was nuts, man. And then one day we're jamming, and Kirk and Pat Brutus showed up because they were signing posters. So like here they are in the next room, just hanging out signing posters, and we're jamming with Tommy. It's pretty mind blowing, man.
That's amazing. So he already had the drums ready to go, man, when you guys got there. It was pretty smooth transition into the studio.
Oh, I mean, the drums are there. So plus Dwayne and Tommy had, you know, recorded a bunch of records together. So
they already had a really good
the sound down.
working
like, it just
chemistry.
flowed so easy, you know.
Wow, man, you guys scored. Did you hit the jackpot?
Sure did, man. So you
have a different drummer now that you're playing live?
Yeah, man. So it couldn't have worked out better because the whole time we were practicing with Tom, we actually found our drummer Wade here in Lafayette. So we had already invested so much time with Tommy, so it was really cool because Wade was in the studio with us with Tommy, and he helped produce the record. So he was there when we recorded. Like, he knows all the songs front to back, you know.
Yeah, you kind of, as a drummer, you kind of have to step aside and let Tommy Buckley do the job, man. If he's in the studio, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there was no egos, man.
No, for sure.
Pros. They were all pros. You should have heard them just in the corner, like two drummers talking to one another, like it was like a foreign language, you know. They was sitting over there talking about these drum fills and shit. They were like kids in a candy store. It couldn't have went better because we cut the record and then, you know, we started playing live again. And our drummer is freaking amazing, so we can't wait to start writing new shit. Like, I got a whole album in my head right now, just trying to find the time to start recording demos again.